I'm Andy Thomson, and this is Word on the Street, where we talk about one of the most pressing issues facing Boca Raton today, and that is transportation. The more we talk to residents, the more we realize that the biggest concern that they have about quality of life here in Boca is traffic. Traffic is the one issue that dominates every conversation when we get talking about development, plans for the future, all of that. So I wanted to spend some time to talk about transportation as it relates to all of us. If you think about it, Americans spend a lot of time in cars. The average American spends something like 17,000 minutes a year, which is the equivalent of get that, 7 40-hour work weeks every year in a car. In transportation, traffic, gridlock, some of us may think of it as an inconvenience, but it can be at times a lot more than that. If you were to ask the firefighters or the police here in town, they would say that traffic gridlock can be even a matter of life and death. So what's a little bit about me? I'm Andy Thomson. My background is I am a product of Boca Raton. My parents met at FAU back in the 1960s, and I've been here my whole life. I'm a lifelong South Floridian, and I've seen a lot of changes over time. I studied engineering back in college, and I worked after college at an engineering firm where we did urban planning and transportation planning. After that, I became a lawyer, and now I resolve disputes and bring people together. But one little bit about me that you may not know is that my father, for many, many years when I was younger, worked as a delivery man. And his livelihood was based on having a safe and reliable means of transportation, getting from A to B safely. So transportation has been something in my whole life that I've been very concerned about and very passionate about. And that was my impetus to start Word on the Street, where we can talk about transportation here in our town. Here's what I have planned for Word on the Street. During the next few weeks, you're going to be hearing segments about some of the issues that we have coming up in Boca Raton. The new Spanish River interchange on I-95, the new proposed tri-rail station near Glades Road. We're talking about concepts in urban planning and transportation that you hear a lot in City Hall, but your average person may not know that much about, like transit-oriented development. We're going to talk about planned mobility districts. We're going to talk about streets, complete street initiatives. We're going to talk about all of these things. And we're not going to do it just with me. We're going to have traffic engineers. We're going to have urban planners. We're going to have city officials. We're going to have members of the Palm Beach County Metropolitan Planning Organization. That's the MPO. All of these people are going to be joining us to talk about transportation here in our city. But one of the biggest focuses I want to have for this program is what you are concerned about, the problems that you think that we have. If there's an intersection that you think has a problem, if there's a traffic light that you've sat through several cycles of and you think that's an issue, let us know. Let's talk about it. So when we have, in the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about all of these issues, and I look forward to having your participation as we deal with transportation here in Boca. So until next time, that is the Word on the Street.